Make sure it's in there real good. Pick up a good standing position. Oh! So over the last few weeks, I've made a few trips, I've hung out with some friends, and that is what we're gonna talk about today. Cue the intro.
Look at how super that view is.
Can you see it?
Dude, I can see it.
All right, give me an intro. All right, give me an intro.
Hi, welcome to Kingsley's channel. Today we're at the Echelon Range.
Okay, so that intro sucked. I'm not gonna lie. Stick around, subscribe. We'll work on it together, you and I. I need subs. I need subscribers. So recently, after becoming the co-host of the Black and Blue podcast with me and my brother, former Delta Force operator Kyle Morgan, I've been down there several times. We've shot several episodes, but I had the opportunity to take his Protector Mindset course, and let me tell you, I highly recommend it to anybody, not just military, law enforcement, but anybody. Protector Mindset is a great course for anyone. I have personal knowledge of it because I actually took the course, but it's not just for law enforcement or military. When I took this course, we had tech professionals, we had school teachers, they were just regular everyday people, and it was a good time. It was a great time. It was a fantastic time. So I recommend it. Shout out to Blue Bearing Solutions. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe on Twitch. I stream every day.
Dude,
Oh my God! So videos like this, well, they might come out once, twice a month. I'm a one-man show, what can I say? But the stream is something that happens every single day, so make sure you follow King Pix Media on Twitch. Now for the good stuff. So I went to North Carolina for the Protector Mindset course, and it was fantastic. It was 3 days of fun and fellowship. So then I ended up staying an extra day so I could shoot an episode of the Black and Blue podcast. Like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you really should check it out. So then after that, I get a call from Eric over at Echelon, the good folks at Echelon, friends of the show. They say, hey, come on out, we're having a range day. To which I respond, yes, I'll be there. So I fly out to Nashville, I hit the ground running, and it was a phenomenal range day.
Are we recording?
No.
Do not record me!
A lot of guns, a lot of ammo, free ammo for us, for those of us who were invited. Big thank you to Seth for inviting us out. There were a lot of vendors. There were Sour Boys, delicious candies, Troy Industries firearms, which I was able to shoot some of their platforms. And let me tell you, if I was a rich man, I'd buy 2 of those, maybe more. Silencer Shop was there, Atrius Dev. A lot of the guys that are in the gun community and create these fantastic products, they were all there, and I got to use their products, and I had a fantastic time. But that was the highlight. That was the highlight of my month. Until I get a phone call from a friend of mine and end up on a flight out to San Diego. So San Diego was great. I got an opportunity to hang out with Jocko Willink and Echo Charles, and I got an opportunity to be a guest on their show, which was fantastic. Once I landed in San Diego, I took an Uber to the hotel. I was right there in Old Town San Diego, so I had to head over to Casa Guadalajara and get some steak tacos. And let me tell you, I talk a lot about California being a failed state, and I talk trash on Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Bass. I do talk a lot of trash about them during the stream, but I gotta let you know, San Diego is absolutely gorgeous. From the weather to the food, phenomenal. However, I may or may not have discovered a dead body. I'll leave that one alone. I'm not diving into it. I will not elaborate. So I get my tacos, walk back to the hotel, get a good night's rest, wake up, have a great workout, and then I go and I sit and talk to Jocko for hours.
A serious honor to have King with us here tonight to share some of his experiences, some of his lessons learned, and some of his humor with us. So, King, Kingsley, how do you say your middle name? Aloysius?
Aloysius.
It didn't feel like hours because it was a great conversation. I encourage you to check it out. I will put a link in the description below. But I had a fantastic time. So then once that was over with, I was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the day because I've got a lot of free time and I'm in a city in which I don't live. So I call up my good friend, and I'm name dropping. You guys know, well, for those of you who follow me on Twitch, you guys know that there is a command for name dropping because apparently that's all I do. But I call up my good friend, he drives down from LA, and it was none other than the Reed Choi. Reed Choi came down. I actually had walked from the podcast studio to In-N-Out because anytime I'm anywhere there's an In-N-Out, I have to go. It's not up for debate. I have to go. So I go to In-N-Out, I have a nice meal. Reed walks in, he's like, hey, what are you doing for the rest of the evening? I don't know. He's like, all right, cool, let's hang out. So we hang out. I call my buddy Randall. You guys might know Randall Parks.
And he's like, stop. And I'm like, what's going on, Gunny? He's like, it's gunnery, Sergeant. I'm like, oh, here we go.
One of the funniest storytellers that I've come across in the last few years. He's like, hey, I'm free. What are you doing? And I'm like, no way. I hung out with Jocko in the morning. I'm name dropping. Now I'm hanging out with Reed, also name dropping. And now Randall hits me up and is like, hey, I'm free. So we go to dinner, and it is probably the most story-filled, fantastic, great bro time that I've had all year. It was great. The stories were going. Again, I had steak tacos because something about steak on a corn tortilla it does something to me. But I had a fantastic time and ended up taking a red-eye flight to get home. And on that red-eye flight, I was notified by Jocko that episode had already been posted. Keep in mind, we shot that episode at 10 a.m. By midnight, I'm on a flight back to DC listening to the podcast that I recorded because I wanted to make sure I didn't sound like an absolute idiot. Either way, it turned out great. This last few weeks has been phenomenal, from North Carolina to Nashville to San Diego. I can only wonder, what's next? What's next? I've truly been blessed with the friends that I have. I've truly been blessed with creating content, being able to network with people and reach out to some of their audiences, because my audience is not really much compared to theirs. I'm not complaining and I'm not downplaying what I've created and what I've built to this point. What I'm saying is that you matter. Either way, it was a great time, and I do plan on doing more videos like this specifically for YouTube. Speaking of which, for the YouTube AI moderators out there, if there are any guns in this shot, in the frame of which I'm talking to you, they are not real. They are Hollywood props. I don't promote violence. You know what? Never mind.
The footage,
Weirdo.
The footage is phenomenal. I'll show you how it works.
I think that there's a little.
It's
You can see it on the front.
Yeah.
That's maybe.
Ronnie and I are gonna race later. I promised him I would race him. I didn't promise that I would win, but I will race him.